Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I am Prepper Princess, the author of Living on Almost Nothing. If you are interested in purchasing this book, I will go ahead and leave a link down in the description box below. With the upcoming sharp increase in interest rates, the Fed admits that the United States of America is poised to head into a recession. A recession is a contraction of economic growth over a period of longer than a fiscal quarter. This means a decline in the economy that lasts for longer than 3 months. Recessions can be caused by inflation, which is when the dollar loses its value and it takes more dollars to purchase products and the dollar becomes weaker. It can be caused by deflation, where the dollar purchases more, and this is bad because it increases the amount that debt is worth. Since we are a consumer culture that focuses our finances on debt, and debt is the main reason that companies are able to expand, deflation is not a good thing. Increased interest rates means that your credit card might go from 15% to 30% overnight, making it harder to pay your monthly bills. This can be a mortgage going from a 2.5% to 5%, which increases the monthly mortgage rate beyond the budgets of those that are trying to buy a home. This then leads to a decrease in home purchases and a real estate market crash. So what can the average person do to get through a recession? Those that are already locked into a mortgage rate and have a steady job might be those that are the luckiest. However, as we all know, job stability is not what it used to be. Employees are no longer loyal to their employers, and employers are no longer loyal to their employees. This can mean mass layoffs with a huge decrease in the household finances. If you have an adjustable rate mortgage, you might have to foreclose on your home. However, if you have your 6 months of living expenses, this might provide you with enough time to get back on your feet without the need of going into debt. If you have been stacking your cash, it will allow you the option of taking advantage of any unforeseen opportunities that could take place in the recession. This might mean a house for a lower price during a market crash that you could purchase as a foreclosure. This could mean doubling up on a stock purchase that you were sort of looking into making, but the price was out of reach before the recession began. As horrible as it sounds, never let a good crisis go to waste. Maximize efficiency and minimize unnecessary spending. It might be time to try that no-spend week or month that you previously were afraid to try. Recessions are a great time for us to find out what we are really made of. Tough times might be ahead, but you do not have to be scared. They make us stronger. They force us to go over our budgets and find what it is that we really need and want. Recessions are not something to be feared, but something to teach us what life is really all about. For those of us that are fortunate enough to keep our jobs in the downturns, it is just business as usual. Do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out. On a personal note, I did survive the last 2 recessions, the great dot-com bubble of 2001 and the housing market crash of 2008. So I have been through a couple of recessions. Fortunately, during both of those times, I was fully employed with 2 jobs at the time. The jobs that I typically take are not high-paying jobs. These are the low-paying jobs that nobody wants to work because they are above it, or it is not within, it would not support their household, which is pretty much why I've always had to work 2 or more jobs my entire adult life, including now. I've lost count of how many jobs I have right now. It's probably around like 5 or 6 or 7. Different forms of income, and YouTube is one of them, but it's not my main source of income. Believe it or not, I don't make that much on YouTube. You're like, oh, you're a huge channel, 250,000 plus subscribers. it's not enough it's enough to live off of, but it's not enough to reach my savings goals. But in a recession, if you have a job, keep it. Maybe even look into getting a second job, something that's not super stressful. You know, pizza deliveries, waitressing at nights, on weekends during the busiest times, working for those tips. Maybe something in retail during the holiday seasons. A lot of people take seasonal work during the holidays in retail. I mean, Walmart, Target, Ross, TJ Maxx, Sam's Club, Costco, I don't know what, you know, it's usually October, November through February, March, so it might be able just to keep you going until the next season starts. Also, definitely check out reducing your household expenses. I got Rocky right here. I got Rocky right here. He's a good boy. He needs attention. He sees me talking to air and then he gets worried. But reducing your household expenses, that means looking into your car insurance payments, maybe getting rid of that extra car now before nobody will be able to afford them, because as you know, used car prices are extremely high right now. Maybe selling some stuff you're not using, sell it on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, whatever it is. If you have any skills, you can also market those on Facebook or Craigslist. If you have extra expenses that maybe you can cut down your grocery bill, or you can finally cut the cable and go with a Roku box. I'm telling you guys, Roku is better than cable. It's better. It's better. You can maybe look into efficiencies in your home, maybe spend a little bit extra money on insulation, which will pay itself back in a short amount of time, and then you'll have lower electricity bills or gas bills throughout the future years. Maybe look into other things, like if you have a fireplace, maybe get some wood. And I'm not saying buy wood, I'm saying get wood. A lot of communities give away free wood, and along with free wood, they give away free wood chips, which is kind of awesome. But you can also go collecting at rivers, creeks, streams, oceans, wherever there's water. There's typically driftwood, and that stuff burns really well because it's already dried out. And that's a really great alternative form of heating your home. Try line drying your laundry if you're in the right climate, and that's going to save you about $1 for each load that you usually put in the dryer. You can, I think I already said the food, try and bring your food bill down. Don't forget to open your windows instead of turning on the air conditioner or turning on the heater or turning on the lights. If you have a really nice climate, just open up your windows, get some light in, enjoy the beautiful scenery, instead of doing something else which might cost you some extra money. Replace your bulbs with LEDs. LEDs are super, super cheap, super easy. They only use like between 5 and 9 watts. Like, it's so little, it's crazy. So if you have CFLs we're still using like several watts, but LEDs, they use a lot less watts and they last forever. So, well, not forever, but several years, 10 years at least. So that's something that you might want to look into. Look into learning how to cut your own hair, dye your own hair, do your own nails. Look into makeup tutorials, figure out how you can do it yourself. But just do whatever it is that you can in order to save money for the upcoming recession. Do what you can with what you got. Prepper Princess out. Okay, this is my roommate making something that tastes amazing. What is it?
It's a pork shoulder with onions and jalapenos inside, with garlic and about 2 teaspoons of water.
And
about cooked on high for about 5 hours, and it's about 45 minutes away from being done once I put the lid on it.
I can smell it.
And we wrap it up in tortillas with some cheese, and it's...
Is it good with sour cream?
It is, but just with the meat and cheese and tortilla, it could last you about a week for sure. Oh. And it's not that expensive.
It's a budget meal.
Exactly.
And
it's a little bit more expensive now.
Over here, ready to go.
Yeah.
Right next to the fruit.
So I could freeze some. Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, I can't. We need smell-o-vision. Oh, it smells so good.